Hey everybody, it's G-Man on Sales. I hope you're doing well. Just wanted to reach out today from sunny Las Vegas. I've been down here at the Con Expo 2020. Been a great event, and we'll be headed home tomorrow on Sunday. But a couple things that have come to mind as this coronavirus thing spreads around and people get worried about travel and even are being asked to work from home and things like that. So I thought I'd bring you some of my top tips for working from home, and maybe some of them will help you, maybe some of them won't, but let's give it a shot here and see what we can do to give you some tips here as you work at home. With telecommuting happening, it's new for a lot of people. Some of us have been doing this for years, so we've done a lot of different things and learned from that. But working from home requires some level of structure. So just ensure that you keep the same office hours, have a start and an end time, be predictable and available during your office times. That's going to be really key to making sure that people can count on you. Keep up your routine. Both for your health and well-being. Schedule your day, as I said. Schedule some breaks in there. Schedule your lunch. Don't just continue to work all the way through. That's easy to do, and I do that myself. Set some rules for the kids, for the family. You're going to be working at home. You maybe have some school closures and things like that. Set some rules with the kids that say, hey, if I'm on the phone, don't bother me, don't interrupt me. That's going to give you a better, more professional outward appearance to folks that you're talking with. Also, if you're in the middle of a project and you're in the middle of thinking through something, that interruption can really disrupt that flow as well. So keep that in mind. Have a designated work area. Of course, I work at home a lot, so I've got a home office. I go to work. I leave that when I leave work, so to speak. Don't just sit on the couch and plant yourself all day for 5 days a week. It's going to get really old really fast. So keep that in mind as well. Again, I mentioned it earlier, but schedule those breaks. Schedule time to stand up and walk away and look outside or get some fresh air. That's going to help you a lot as well. If you can, open your windows, get some ventilation flowing, etc., so the air in there doesn't get too stale if you're in a smaller room or something of that nature. Communicate with your team. Communicate with your customers. Just because you're hunkered down at home doesn't mean that you shouldn't be making an effort and actually talking to people, even more maybe than you did in the past. So just make sure you're constantly doing what you need to be doing and making an impact. Keep that impact going for you. Call your coworkers for input. Call them when you need help on a project. Don't look at this as you being isolated is really the key there for that. Set yourself apart by talking to people, encouraging them, finding out what's happening with their day. It's always good to be that person that listens and builds relationships and cares for people. So be that person, not the guy that someone forgot because they're no longer visible or what have you. Use video as much as you can. Video does a couple things for you. Not only keeps that personal face-to-face contact, but also it kind of forces you sometimes to up your game in terms of professionalism. Sounds kind of silly, but take a shower, comb your hair, brush your teeth, all that kind of good stuff, of course. But then dress for success. When you're feeling good, when you feel like you look appropriate and what have you, that gives you that confidence, and people can see that, hear that through the phone. So don't forget about that piece as well. Again, don't get sloppy. Use video. Use all the tools that you have available. There's lots of stuff out there if you need it. Most importantly, take care of yourself. This is G-Man on Sales. I hope you're doing well. Make the week count and take care of yourself. From sunny Las Vegas, have a great weekend.